Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. You've been excelling in your career, but you notice around the middle of the day, you feel exhausted. You feel tired. You feel stressed. And by the end of the day, in the evening time, you notice that your drive just isn't there. Your libido just ain't like it used to be. In this podcast, I'm going to break down to you what steps you can start taking today to boost your energy, get your testosterone level up, and your libido up. Because we all know if you want to be successful, you got to have energy. If you don't have energy, yes, you're going to lack motivation. Not just motivation in your career, but motivation to hit the gym and even motivation in the bedroom. And so here are things that you want to start doing. The first one is this. You have to start making a shift from eating a lot of processed foods to start eating more whole foods, guys. Okay? I know you're busy. I'm busy. We all busy. If you've made it out of your 20s and you're into your career, you're like thriving in your career in your 30s, 40s, maybe even in your 50s, you busy. You have a lot of responsibilities. And so it's very easy and convenient to eat fast food, eat the sub sandwiches, eat the trail mix, the chips, the cookies, the crackers, and things like that. But here's the thing, guys. These foods are what we call empty calories, okay? Empty calories. It doesn't mean that they don't have calories. It's just that it doesn't have any nutritional value to it. And so you're eating foods that fill you up, causing your clothes to not fit anymore because your belly's getting bigger. You're getting the love handles. In some cases, our guys are getting man boobs. The ladies are having auntie arms, things like that, because you're eating the excess amount of calories. But you're not getting the essential value from the foods that you're eating, okay? And that's why you feel tired also. It's not just weight gain. It's also you're feeling tired physically and mentally, okay? And so here's what we want to do. Let's reduce the processed food. Let's reduce the fast food. 10 to 20% of your week, you can do it. All right? We're not perfect. Things happen. Work gets busy sometimes. You just want to make sure that you have boundaries on how often you eat these foods. Even myself, guys, I have boundaries. I'm not eating these things all the time because I know my energy level is going to deplete. I'm going to be extremely tired physically and mentally. So we make the shift to eating whole foods. I have a coaching client, Freddie. He's down over 20 pounds. He's been in the program now about 3 months or so, about 2 or 3 months, somewhere in there. And he had been trying to drop some weight the first couple of weeks, having a little bit of a hard time. And I told him to make this one shift that I'm telling you guys right now. And although this isn't just about weight loss, this is just I want to show you how effective this is with weight loss and not just with your energy and your testosterone and libido. Processed food has more calories in it, guys. When you start shifting to whole foods, you won't even have to eat as much, but the value that you're going to get from these foods are going to fill you up. You're going to have more energy. You're going to be able to burn more fat because these foods have less calories in them, but higher value in them. Meaning you're going to drop fat, but have more energy physically and mentally. Okay? That's the first shift you want to make. First shift you want to make that's going to help with your energy, your testosterone, and your libido. Okay? Second thing you want to do, you got to start managing your stress. I see a lot of trainers talk about diet this, work out that, but nobody talks about stress. There's a lot of trainers that help their clients lose weight, but then their clients end up gaining that weight back. Why does that happen? Life happens. And so until people understand how to manage the stresses that come with life, they can have the perfect workout, perfect diet plan. But when life slaps them in the mouth, if they fall off and go back to eating junk food and stress eating, they don't understand how to manage their emotions and manage their stress, they gain the stress weight back. They gain the weight back. They start eating junk food. Not only do they gain the weight, they start feeling tired. They're low energy. Just think about it, guys. Think about it. Last time you ate junk food, you were stress eating, eating a lot of sugar. How did you feel a couple of minutes later? I know how I felt whenever I eat, junk food and things like that. Feel tired, brain fog, had itis, don't want to really do much, low motivation, just want to lay on the couch. Now, guys, we're human. We're human. If we don't fuel ourselves the right way, our body won't be able to perform the way we want it to. And so we have to manage our stress. High stress equals more cortisol. That's a hormone in our body. High cortisol in the body makes it hard to burn fat, makes it hard to build muscle. And so you want to make sure that you're managing your stress, getting sleep, 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night. If you're getting anything less than 6 hours of sleep, there's studies that show people who get less than 6 hours of sleep, 55% more likely to gain weight, to be obese. So you got to get sleep. Okay, you got to take care of yourself. This is your body. This is why I don't focus on just weight loss. This is more of a lifestyle. This is holistic. You got to take, you can have the best workout plan. You can have the best meal plan. But if you're tired and exhausted because you're not rested and sleeping, you can't even perform and do the things that you're supposed to do with your diet and your workout. And so make sure you're getting sleep. Another thing that's going to help with your energy, your testosterone, and your libido, hydration. Ask yourself, when was the last time you had some water? Like water. I'm not talking about coffee. I'm not talking about energy drinks. Water. Not water with some type of, what folks be using? It's water with some flavoring in it. Just water. Guys, you got to be drinking water. If you're not, you're going to be dehydrated. If you're dehydrated, you're not going to have energy. Guys, whenever I'm grinding, and most these days, over the past couple of months, I've been getting after it. And if I'm just drinking coffee, and I just recently switched over from coffee to doing caffeine pills because I don't want to stain my teeth or whatever. But, and I'm just drinking coffee, eating, grinding, working out, drinking coffee, eating, grinding, working out. And it's my energy level is still low. And I'm what am I doing wrong? What's happening here? And then it always dawns on me, man, I haven't been drinking no water. And so once I start drinking water, I have energy through the entire day. That's how important water and sleep is. Just sleep, water. We're not even talking about diet and workout yet. Sleeping and water will help you have more energy. It'll help you boost your testosterone and it'll help you boost your libido. If you're not doing those two wellness habits, you guys haven't noticed when you look at my bio, high performance lifestyle. A lifestyle is just a cluster of different habits, a cluster of different habits and systems that you live by. If you don't have a lifestyle of making sure that you're prioritizing sleep, prioritizing water and hydrating, hey, that's why you're tired. That's why you have brain fog. That's why your belly's getting bigger. Because instead of drinking water, you're drinking sugary beverages, sodas, energy drinks. Guys, these types of things, they steal value away from us versus giving us value. The water is going to give us value. Okay, we stay hydrated. We have more energy. Our body is able to perform and do the things that it's supposed to do internally. If it's not properly fueled, what happens? People who drink sodas and juice and simply lemonade, sweet teas every day, high blood pressure, hypertension, type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea, erectile dysfunction. I'm losing fingers here. But you get the point. You see what I'm saying? You got to make sure you're fueling your body properly. not just with the energy, with like caffeine and coffee and energy drinks. Water, critical. Okay, super critical. One more thing. Being able to lose weight is critical because the more weight we have on us, even if it's muscle weight, guys, even just weight in general causes more stress on the body. I talk to women who are like 5'2", 5'3", and they're 200 plus pounds, saying it don't look all that bad. They don't want to lose that much weight. They need to lose a lot of weight. Same with the guys I talk to. They're 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", 280. It don't look that bad. I'm like, dude, you've had high blood pressure for years. It's bad. It's time to make some changes. And as a coach, I don't judge you guys. Like, my whole goal is to help the people who want to be helped and help people truly understand what they're experiencing, because there's a certain group of people who've just normalized the traumas that they're going through. And then, that's just the narrative that they've created for themselves. And things just continuously get worse over time. But then there's other people who are smarter, who are like, I definitely don't want this to get worse. I see how people who have gained weight end up on type 2 diabetic medications. They end up losing toes, feet, leg. This happens daily. There's people who gain a lot of weight, end up snoring real loud, end up gasping for air, waking up out of their sleep, thinking that it's just poor sleep. No, you have sleep apnea. These things can have even worse complications. Guys, my grandfather passed away at 46 years old from sleep apnea. Super young age, guys. All caused by weight. While everybody else is focused on just vanity, although, our image is important, you want to be able to, show people that you have standards for yourself. You have a high level of discipline for yourself, right? But what about the other side of things? The leaders who I help, they're doing things based on their values. They're doing things based on their future self. They want to make sure they're taking care of their body so they have energy for the people they love and care about, their kids, their partner, their team, in their career, right? That's like our second family. We got a team that we work with in our career. Why not be the best version of ourselves for them also? And so it's important that you lose the weight, because just losing weight alone is going to reduce stress. Like, just imagine walking around every day from when you wake up to when you go to sleep, you have a 30, 40, 50 plus pound book bag on your back. How tired are you going to be by the end of the day? Physically and mentally. Carrying that big book bag on your back. 30, 40, 50 plus pounds. That's what a lot of folks are doing on a daily basis. Wondering why they're tired, exhausted, mentally, physically, low libido, low testosterone. They're carrying the weight in their gut. They're carrying the weight on their legs and arms. They're carrying all that excess fat on their chest and their waistline. I'm telling you, drop the weight. Watch how much better you feel. I see it all the time with my coaching clients. They start dropping the weight. They not just start feeling proud about how they look in the mirror, but they're like, man, I'm sleeping so much better. Man, I have so much more energy now. Like, coach, I know he said 3 days a week at the gym. Can I go 4? Man, coach, my baby girl, she's starting to do push-ups now. My son, he's starting to want to eat fruit now. You see what I'm saying? Like, values. Leaders, the people who excel in life, they're doing things based on their values. They're not doing things based on their current circumstances. They're doing things based on the version of themselves that they want to become. Because if you don't start living in alignment with the version of yourself that you want to become, it will never happen. If you know that version of yourself who's 30 plus pounds down, exercising 3-4 days a week, then if the version of yourself right now, you're procrastinating, always pushing it off, you never get there. Because your future version of yourself, they're not doing that. They're going to the gym 3-4 days a week. They're eating the right foods that are going to give them energy. They're not eating for convenience and pleasure. They're eating based on value. They're eating based on health, longevity, the things that they value. When you start living in alignment, guys, this is how you really get the body that you want. How you start having more energy, having more testosterone, having better libido, okay? Start taking care of yourself with these wellness habits that I broke down. Start taking care of yourself with the proper eating habits. Start taking care of yourself by even exercising. Exercising gives you energy, helps you build more muscle, okay? As you build muscle and you move more from exercise, it's like a body of water. What do you call a body of water that's just like settled? It's not moving, no movement. This is what we call a swamp. It's just like death. There's really nothing there, you know? But when you think about a river, what do you think about? The river is flowing. It's energy in motion. Be one like the river. You got to move if you want energy. You got to move if you want to have more motivation. If you don't move, you won't have the energy and you won't have the motivation. But you have to act your way into having energy, guys. All right? And as you do these things, this is how you transform your body, your energy, and your health. All right? We out of here. Let's get it. Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable. And if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information. And I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.